What's up everyone, this is Dark Synth, and I will be going over the Ed matchup today, in case any of you are struggling with this character. I don't know if there's any anti-Ed guides out there, I'm sure there is, but I'll go over in detail as much as I can, so that way I can get you the information that you need in order to succeed in this matchup. However, I will be showcasing this with Ryu, so if you're playing a different character, some of this stuff you're gonna have to test with your character, but most of this is universal. So let's talk about his standing medium kick, which is this long range button. So Ed players will try to do two things with this button. As you saw, they will try to do Blitz, which this move is -5. So as you can see, I get a punish counter, but he can space this out to where you can't punish this. And as you see, my 5-frame light kick just whiffed. But most of the time you should be able to punish it because Ed players aren't gonna perfectly space it every time. It's kind of hard to do that actually. So make sure you punish with your best 5-frame button. Bison probably has the best 5-frame button, to be honest, with a standing light punch. So, and make sure you optimize your punish too. Like, punish counters give you so much frame advantage. So you can even get like a combo extender. Bison's light scissors could be another example. Or you could go drive rush, go into a medium. So yeah, you're gonna have to go into a medium, and then go into a heavy, and then just go from there. Get your Oki. Okay, so another thing Ed players will like to do with standing medium kick is go into drive rush. Now, this is only true if he's up close, and Ed players aren't going to use standing medium kick up close. They're going to space it out. So do not let them get away with that into drive rush. It is completely fake. And I even have Ed going into his 4-frame, so that way it's, you know, tight pressure. So even him going into his 4-frame is fake. You can go into a super too, if you want, buffer a super. But it's better to just option select the reversal if you have the meter. But if you don't, go for a super. And that's one key part of fighting Ed. So, with Ed's projectile, a lot of them, just like Chun-Li players, will try to do this. They'll throw a light fireball and then drive rush in. But the closer you are, you can just block it too. But as soon as you block it, just buffer a normal, but make sure you're kinda out of range of his standing medium kick, because he can just kind of bait your whiff and then go into the confirm a whiff punish and then combo you. But you could even stick out a light or something. But typically the closer you are, the less safe Ed is. And even perfect pairing the projectile could be something to get good at. But he can vary the speeds with heavy, medium, or yeah, heavy and medium. So I'll just show for example. So medium's a little faster, heavy's super fast. And with EX, this still works because Ed just has a lot of recovery on his fireball. So you can buffer a normal and then buffer a special cancel, or even drive rush if you want. And then go into a Oki, confirm, bop, you know, now he's in the corner. Ed's fireball really isn't that great. At a range it is, but again, the closer you are, the worse it is. So good Ed players will kind of just throw it and then stay in that spacing range instead of going into drive rush. But going into drive rush is still good. Just try to not get caught, because you can definitely get caught trying to buffer, so be careful. But yeah, okay, so let's go over Ed's snatcher, which is his little psycho net thing. I forgot to mention with standing medium kick, Ed players will also do this. And the way to beat it is you can go into DI. There's a gap here, so you can go into DI, and it is a punish counter, as you can see on the left side. Or you can perfect parry it. That one just takes a little more skill and practice. But, however, okay, I can't get a perfect parry, but the other thing he can do is cancel the snatcher. So if the Ed player knows you like to go into parry, he can go into the dash cancel and then throw you for a punish counter. So there is mind games to this situation, but a lot of Ed players will tend to just do standing medium kick into light snatcher or even EX and EX, or they'll even go into EX, and this is the same as light or medium. You can perfect parry it, but the EX version acts as a fully charged snatcher, so it will pull you in, but perfect parrying is pretty tough to land on this, because this is a different timing, there we go, compared to Ed just going into light snatcher. Light snatcher's a little faster, and EX is 25 frames. I don't know how fast light is, but it's definitely faster than EX, again, which is 25 frames. Now, another situation you might be in the corner versus Ed is this. They'll land a forward throw and then go for a snatcher. So what do? Well, you can parry. So usually after a forward throw, most Eds are gonna go into snatcher and hold it for the full charge. Now, you cannot jump out of this. I'll even hold up. So you can't jump out of this if they use the light version. And he gets a full charge from it. And you can't level 1. Since level 1s beat projectiles. Okay, so yeah, if Ed goes into light snatcher and times it right, you cannot DI this, and he can counter DI you. The best thing to do is to just try to perfect parry. That way, it doesn't pull you in, and then maybe you can get like a jump over. It's hard to perfect parry, so this is something you might want to practice, because this is essential versus Ed. But even if you don't land the perfect parry, if you just hold parry, it pulls you, it reduces the pull length. So watch. If I don't parry, it just pulls me literally right next to him. But if I hold parry, say I missed the perfect parry, you notice how it kind of leaves me just a little bit away from him. So if we have Ed throw and I hold parry, and I hold back, he'll whiff the throw, because again, parrying reduces the how far he pulls me in. So that can be good, and then you can like kind of check him with a jab or something if he tries walking in. But yeah, that's an essential situation versus Ed, because his corner game is really good, and just him putting you there is stupid good. Now, for his level 2, I don't really see many Eds just kind of throw this out. But if they happen to, so let's just say an Ed player just throws it out. So the worst thing that can happen is Ed's gonna pressure you with lights or even throw you. So it's honestly just best to block and wait it out. It's not worth risking getting hit because he can get a full combo off. So you're trying to mash, and then now he gets a full conversion. And a good Ed player will convert. That's really it for this matchup. All the good pointers I can think of. I went over his snatcher, his corner game with the snatcher, his projectile, and the main move that's punishable that I feel like is kind of going unpunished. So this is the last thing I forgot to go over, but Heavy Punch and a Light Snatcher is a true block stream. And it leaves Ed pretty far pushed out. And it's only -6 on block. So you're not really going to have any 6-frame buttons that are going to punish that. So it kind of just resets neutral for Ed. So yeah, just try to perfect parry or even drive impact if you see standing medium kick into Snatcher, or even drive rush go into OD reversal or a super. There's a lot of stuff you should not let Ed get away with, and I hope this covers most of it. And now you can succeed in this matchup. But that's it for this video. Again, I hope this helps, and this is DarkSynth signing out. Peace.